Hello everyone, it's Jay, and today we are going to be playing Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Now, I've already played through some of this game, but I wanted to showcase this game. If you don't know, Test Drive Unlimited 1 and 2 came out in the early 2000s, and it was a game that I played for hours on end. And it was the start of Forza Horizon. And so with that being said, let's get into the game and let's get going. Now, this game does look a lot like Forza Horizon 5 now, which is kind of disappointing. But one thing that Forza Horizon lacks is just the culture behind Test Drive Unlimited. It was just such a unique game for its time period, and it definitely changed racing games forever. This is one thing that I was looking at earlier that I didn't really like, and it's the wardrobe. It kind of just looks basic and generic, and it's kind of blah. Now, she does look stunning. She has the fit, she has the drip. In the older games, the wardrobe was quite interesting, as in like it actually had a full closet and it had a mirror. The developer of this game is not Atari anymore, but they were able to keep like the Atari feel with it, which is quite interesting. What you will come across with this game is just how detailed it is. There is a lot of things that have changed from the original two games that came out in the 2000s, and I've done a few short videos of the originals, and I plan on doing more. But one thing that this game does really well is harp on the original. Let's go into the garage. What's really interesting about the Test Drive Unlimited games was the fact that you could like walk around and look into the cars and stuff. The first game came out in 2005. It actually came out on PS2 as well, and then the PS3 dropped. But I had played this game on Xbox 360. There was nothing like it around that time. It was super realistic. It was one of the best games to come out for racing, and it was stuff like this that you could do in the original, and it definitely brought forth like Forza Horizon. Now, one thing I have to note about this interior is it is kind of messed up. The center console here does not match with the original. This does not look like my car at all, because I do have this car in real life. I've made a few videos on that as well. I really hope that whenever this game comes out in September, they do update a lot of the stuff in the game. I mean, that's why this demo is here. They want you to try it out for yourself. I did try to race earlier. I tried to do a race, and that didn't work out too well. I've been cruising around the town, and there's a lot of interesting things that harp on the original. There's a lot of dealerships, there is multiple races. You can also discover like roads and stuff. Here to the left, I have a road that I haven't discovered, so I'm gonna go down it right now. And then here's another road that I haven't discovered. It all kind of harps on the original. Now, what this game looks like to me is like the Crew and Forza Horizon combined, which is kind of disappointing. If you do take a look around, a lot of the buildings aren't fully detailed. You know, it's not like Spider-Man, but that's probably due to my graphical settings. One thing that is really cool is they actually have a gas station in this game now. Clean or repair car or change vehicle. Usually in the original you had to go back to your crib to change your car, so now you can just go to a gas station and change your car. With Forza Horizon 5 you had the menu option to change your car, and I believe in this game they do too. Now, another thing that really bothers me about this game compared to the original is the map. In the original, the map was like a globe of Hawaii. In the second game, it was like a map of Ibiza and a map of Hawaii, because you got to go to two locations. But with this game, it's just kind of like generic, like it's like Need for Speed or something. Right now, we're gonna do some upgrades to my car. That was a big part of Test Drive Unlimited 1 and 2.
Welcome to the workshop. Here, you can buy and install parts or change the appearance of your car but first, let's modify what's underneath.
Okay, so with the original game and this game, that is definitely different. That's definitely different. They used to have levels that you could customize the cars with. Now in this game, you can kind of change certain things with the car. Wow, this is like Forza Horizon. It's actually like Forza, like the original Forza from the 2000s. It's pretty weird. Test Drive Unlimited was the forefront of Forza. It was everything that Forza wanted to be. And so they came out with Forza Horizon in 2010. Then like Forza Horizon 2 kind of harped on the Test Drive Unlimited factor even more. Wow, you can actually tint the windshield. That's super illegal, but all right. So it looks like I'm done here. A big part of Test Drive Unlimited was the way you would have to drive to the dealership and buy cars. So I want to see how that has changed in this game. And then maybe we'll do a race. Oops. My bad, sorry. The driving style is definitely not the same. Now, you would expect the driving style to be like Forza, but it's not. This, you can feel the weight of your car whenever you're sliding around.
Turn left. You have arrived.
All right, let's see what's in the German dealership. Wow, this is interesting. Now, the dealerships in the old game were less crowded of people. Oh man, they brought back the old cars. Like, that's definitely a newer TT, but like, this is an old Merce. Big part of Test Drive Unlimited was the test driving factor in the game that made it such a unique game. That is one ugly looking grill. All right, let's head out of here. This was definitely a big factor in the original game, was the cockpit view. What this game doesn't do very well that the original does was showcase the GPS at the center console here. They kind of copied Forza Horizon, which is kind of annoying. Now, this is another unique feature that harps on the original, was the fact that you could roll down the windows, you could do the turn signals, you could do all sorts of stuff. Anytime that I stop, the hazard lights work, which is kind of annoying. All right, let's try to do a race, and then from there, we are gonna end the video, and I'm gonna talk about what I don't like and do like about the game. Now, this is one big factor of this game. In the original, you could race whatever you wanted to do, so I really hope this isn't a feature of the new game, because online services are just crap these days. In the original, at least you had the option to race in single player mode. Yep. I don't know if people aren't trying to race or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but I can't get onto the server of this game, which is kind of sad. I'm going to explore just a little bit more, and then I will give my notes on this game so far. This game does not look as great as Forza Horizon. There's definitely some pop-ins here and there. With the studio that's behind this, they did a really great job, and I did look into the studio just a bit, and they've done multiple racing games. I'm pretty sure that this game will be a lot better. I wonder what happens if I take my car off-road. Oh my god. Wow. This does feel like this one Japanese game from the early 2000s called Import Tuner Challenge. It was also called something else in like Japan. Definitely a really good racing game back then, but that's what this feels like. That's what it plays like. Whoa, yo. Let's give my final review on this game. So with this game, it was extremely hard to get it to run, and for the demo to be 45 gigabytes already just means that this game is not optimized. It's quite annoying to try to play it on PC, and I've had to jump through so many hoops to give you the gameplay, and it was really frustrating. I spent at least 6 hours trying to get this game to run efficiently. Now, most games these days are like that. Most of them aren't optimized for PCs. If the demo was playable on the Series X, I would have totally played it on the Series X and had a better experience. With that being said, this game does harp on the nostalgia factor of the original. There's a lot of things that it does do from the original, which is awesome, amazing, and that is something that I really wanted to see. But it does copy games like Need for Speed and Forza Horizon. The originals set standards for racing games. That was the most unique feature of those games. They were so realistic for the time period that it changed the way racing games were advertised and were put out there. I mean, Forza was just a racing game. It wasn't a online open world experience until Test Drive Unlimited came along and changed the game. I really think that they should have put a little bit more detail and thought into going back to the original. original. I hope that this game knocks it out of the ballpark and it's not just another knockoff Forza Horizon.